What is up guys, it's DuckyTrip here. Today I'll be reviewing a film known as Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. This film was released back in 2015. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation was the fourth movie series of Mission Impossible. This was directed by Christopher McQuarrie and the script was written by Bruce Geller. The main protagonist of this film is Tom Cruise, who plays the role as Ethan Hunt, while the rest of the main cast are Rebecca Ferguson as Ilsa Faust, Simon Pegg as Benji Dunn, and Jeremy Renner as William Brandt. Besides that, the main antagonist of this film is Sean Harris, who played the role as Solomon Lane. Now moving on to the story plot summary. The story plot begins where Ethan is labeled as a rogue agent after the IMF is shut down by the CIA. That the CIA believes that the syndicate is one of Ethan's imagination, so they desperately try to take him in. Meanwhile, the syndicate grows stronger and a British secret agent who is undercover as one of the members of syndicate joins with Ethan and his teammates to take down the syndicate at last. Today, I'll be breaking down the edits and sound within the cinematography of this film. Firstly, the 180-degree rule. The 180-degree rule is a cinematography guideline that states that two characters in a scene should maintain the same left and right relationship to one another. For instance, the main protagonist enters an old record store in London to acquire an important file from the shopgirl and starts having a conversation. As they reach the counter, the 180-degree rule was implemented as it shows the mise-en-scène of the scene was consistent and as the settings will remain untouched. Next, we'll be looking into shot reverse shot. For this scene, Benji was being interrogated by Alan Hunley in a room at the CIA headquarters. It shows a single shot between both characters having an argument in the same room, and the camera was placed in between both of the characters. And the shot reverse shot happens when the perspective of both sides or one of these characters are being reversed back to back in that specific scene during post-production. Next, we'll be looking at the spatial and temporal discontinuity editing. This occurs when the continuity of the action was consistent and present, but there is a discontinuity in space or time. One of the edits that will create this spatial and temporal discontinuity is jump cuts. For instance, in one of the scenes where it shows Ethan, Benji, and Ilsa planning the flow of their plan to retrieve a data that contains the information of the syndicate. And the specific scene contains a lot of jump cuts to show the audience their plan to retrieve the data at a rapid speed. Now we'll look into sound. Sound is recorded and also used in film to tell the story, as it conveys emotion to scenes, which allows audience to know what situation the characters are in. Sound are split into two factors, which are either diegetic or non-diegetic. First, we'll be looking into the diegetic sound that was implemented in this film. Diegetic sounds are sounds that the audience hear and the characters in the film hear as well. For instance, after they escape through the surface hatch, they were sent into a drain where there are only sound effects of water flowing and their echo as they talk, because their sound was reflected by the hard surface of the environment.
Hey man, hey, you okay? How you doing? Hey buddy.
Benji.
Yeah, Benji. You did good.
Next is non-diegetic sound. This takes place when the sounds where the audience can hear but the character can't hear. So it's like background music. Background music are inputted during post-production. For instance, the suspenseful background music starts playing softly as the time of the bomb ticks on Benji's body. Start counting down, the background music starts playing louder and louder, which creates a suspenseful atmosphere for audience to feel.
Let Benji go.
All in all, I personally think that the editing elements were well implemented, as well as it creates a type of transition, a clean transition from one shot to the next shot very smoothly. And then the sound effects and background music was well implemented as well. Although one is diegetic and one is non-diegetic, it creates the situation and the atmosphere that the characters are in within this film, and it allows audience to feel what the characters are feeling. So it really connects the film and the audience together. That's all for me. Peace out, guys.